Hello everybody, MorbTron here. Today we're going to be playing some No Man's Sky. This is my first YouTube video ever, so if you could leave a like, comment, all that stuff, tips and tricks on the YouTubes, on No Man's Sky, on anything you'd like, go for it. So I've played the game a little bit starting out here, just testing everything out, but this is actually going to be a fresh start. And one thing I've noticed during my testing is that every time you restart, you're on a different planet until you get to a save point. So it looks like this planet here is pretty darn cold at almost negative 24 Celsius. But there are trees, which is confusing. But, you know, No Man's Sky is an infinite universe and has nearly infinite possibilities on what you can find on planets, which is really, really neat, in my opinion. The one gripe that I have about the game so far, it doesn't seem very well optimized yet. While I'm recording, my frame rate can go up and down by quite a bit. Sometimes it can be 40 frames per second while I'm recording. Sometimes, like right now, it's 19. And I don't have a garbage computer. I can record Overwatch at 50 frames per second. So, like you see here, I'm just staring at trees. There's not much moving. I'm at 20 frames per second. I don't get it. I don't understand why. This game's been in development for this long and it's not optimized. Really at all. So, I'm playing this on the PC, and it has your standard PC controls. So, left shift is sprint, space is jump in your jetpack, left click brings out your mining, or what's called the multi-tool, which later on you'll be able to shoot things with. Right now this is just a mining laser. As far as resources go, any organic life form, like all these trees here, you're going to get carbon when you mine them. Carbon's used for a lot of things, so it doesn't hurt to stock up on it. And that's what a lot of this game is resource collection, exploring, identifying things. The kind of fun part comes in when you can label them. So, let's see, if I go into this here, which is escape. So you hit escape, you go into this area, and you can start to discover animals and plant life when you get the scanner fixed, which will be later, which is down here. But so far we just have the system, which is the solar system, and then the planets. I've discovered the solar system I started in, plus the planet I'm on now. So you've got snowy weather, limited amount of sentinels, which are the little floaty eyeball things. There's a lot of flora, which is plant life. Like I said, to get carbon, generous amount. As you can see, there's a ton of trees there. Fauna is moderate, so yeah, it looks like it's a fairly good planet to start on. I started on a few where there was radiation, which radiation's not very forgiving. The two that I've run into so far have been temperature, which is what I'm on now, a temperature planet, where I'm at, negative 24 Celsius, and my biosuit or my exoskeleton has to deal with that. It's a lot easier to deal with that than radiation, from what I've seen in other videos I've watched so far. But anyway, on to the renaming of things. So if you see there, I can hit X to rename and upload. or just E to upload if I don't want to change the name. But I'm not even going to begin to attempt to pronounce that, so we're going to rename the system to, let's be super original, MorbTron, and see what else we're going to put there. MorbTron, or maybe Morbid. Yeah, that'll be the Morbid system.
Units received.
And you see there how I got 5,000 units. Every time that you upload a discovery, you get units. And you use units to buy things like ships, supplies, multi-tools, which I said like are the mining lasers or the guns, and even ships. So, and since I did pre-order this, I actually do have another ship that I can use. But also what I've found out from watching other YouTube videos is if you go ahead and swap out for that pre-purchase starship, you basically skip the entire tutorial. Which you lose out on some pretty important blueprints from doing that. But I'll get to that in a little bit here. So we named our system Morbid, and we have the planet to rename. So let's rename and upload. And this will be let's call it Treeville, because again we're super original. So we get more units for discovering entire systems when we do planets, but once I get up into space there'll probably be more planets to discover, more plants to discover, more creatures to discover, and you get more units for doing all of that. So, an entire flower made out of platinum. Okay, Stranger Things. What are you, little guy? Oh, you're just a carbon plant. Okay. The mining laser does have limited range, and the range can either be increased or decreased with different multi-tools, so this one's a pretty fair distance. You see that guy there, he's wondering where the tree went. And if he sees me, he'll scan me. I would advise not hitting them with your mining laser. They'll take it as a hostile action and attempt to kill you. So here's the starter ship. This is the starter crash site. You know, you got things you can open. There's some debris. You got an Atlas class. Got shielding plate.
Protection falling.
And you see the thermal protection's going down. The thermal protection will increase if you go into a building or into your ship. I believe right now the game, as far as the quest goes, wants me to interact with my ship. Okay, so my launch thrusters are critically damaged, and I need items to repair it. And you can see in my ship here, it is a very comfortable 19 degrees Celsius as compared to outside, which is really cold at negative 24. Okay. Restore point saved. That means if I exit the game and come back in, I will now be here. So like I said at the beginning of the video, if you don't really like the planet you started out on, don't go into your ship. Just exit the game and come back in. You'll start at a new planet. And then here we go. Inventory tab is tab. This is our level 1 multi-tool. You can see the visor is broken. We need to iron to fix it. The scanner is broken. We have the carbon to fix it. And you see it, press C to activate local scan. So now as I press C, that pulse goes out. It'll tell us where to go. The red squares or diamonds, however you want to call them, with the lightning bolts in them, those are isotopes. Like plutonium, carbon, Platinum, I believe, is also an isotope. Things of that nature. So, and you'll see there in the top right, the mining beam does discharge over time. That can be recharged with isotopes. So, not a big deal, since we have an abundance of those in the area. Let's see here. Hopefully you're friendly there, dude. More cargo randomly. We got a fascination bead. And we got a shielding shard. I need to find some iron. Iron is what I want. What is this thing? So you can see I'm holding left shift, which is making my stamina go down, which is in the lower right. Oh, here we go. We got some iron. Oh, there's some weird little creatures over there. They appear to be friendly. And a lot of this game, like I said before, is resource collection. So if you don't like a true to the name survival game, where you're, exploring, collecting resources, all that, No Man's Sky might not be the game for you. Just keep that in mind. It is a really, really good game, and the whole infinitely expanding universe, and the developers not even knowing what all could be in the game it's very cool, actually. All the creatures are randomly generated, so here we have something that has like a cow head with some weird goat horns. And like...
protection falling.
Oh, I can feed it iron? Oh, now it's happy. Ow. What hit me? Huh. Something hit me. Hopefully it wasn't that guy that I just fed a bunch of iron to. That would have been a jerk move. Okay, and so we got here, my inventory was full. So what we can do is we can hit X to transfer items to my starship from inventory. So I'm going to do that to these items here because I don't need them on me. Alright, we got some chrysonite, we got platinum, plutonium, carbon, and iron. I have 3 open slots. Now you see here, the life support can be recharged with isotope elements. The hazard protection, the exosuit, you can charge it, with the items there, with zinc, titanium, or shielding shard. Or you can just go to your ship, which is that right there. So, you see there it says, arrive in your starship in 20 seconds. 19, 18, that's if you walk. If you sprint, you see it goes down quicker. Okay, so we're going to get into the ship. And you'll see on the lower left there, the exosuit is recharging itself. We're going to hit tab. And see. Now you see, this is the starship stuff. So it has very poor quality weapons, doesn't really have much as far as shielding, no scan capabilities, no hyperdrive. And then you hit D to go to the multi-tool inventory. The analysis visor, I can now repair it. There we go, analysis visor. And now we can scan creatures, plants, things, and rename them. Hit A to go to exosuit inventory. Alright. And there we go. So, oop. And then if you're over an empty slot, you hit E and go to craft. We're gonna craft a carrot sheet. Craft another one of those. And craft another one of those. And now we can repair our launch thrusters. Our pulse engines require those sheets. They require zinc and iridium. So, let's see if we can create any more of those sheets. Sure can. Oh, we're missing some more iron. So,
Objective complete.
now we go back out. The game's saved.
Extreme night temperature detected.
Ooh, extreme night temperature, negative 75. Interact with debris. Reality seems to fold in on itself. One moment, I can see debris. Another, a vast red orb. Almost too large and too bright to behold. It knows me, inside and out, more than I can ever could myself. Could this be the face of creation itself? Or, in my hazy, freshly awakened state, am I being manipulated? A name burns itself into my mind. Atlas, and a request, made without words, that I should follow the path that this being, this Atlas, has set for me. Should I accept the Atlas's guidance, or should I spurn direction and explore freely? I think I'm going to accept. I feel suffused with a warm glow of approval. I was lost, but now I'm found. The Atlas acknowledges my allegiance, and I feel certain that I just couldn't finish reading all that. Awesome. Okay, so I think what the Atlas wants me to do is actually to travel to the center of the universe, but I think it's kind of more of a tutorial. So I will see you all in the next episode. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to pick up right where I left off for episode 2, and we'll continue on with the tutorial. Like I said, if you have any comments, nice or bad, you know, any tips on No Man's Sky, any tips on YouTube, any tips on anything, really, or if you just want to say hi, just leave a comment in the comment section down below. And you all have a good day. Talk to you next time.